time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Brought to you by the Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure, Adventure Cave Tours, and Talking Rocks Cavern. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, and at least here's one of them. For better or worse, don't answer that. I'm Ethan, and I'm without Sarah this morning, but I'll see what I can do. I see if I can rely on my 25 years of news experience to do this by myself and get through it. I used to have to do the news without Lisa from time to time, and that wasn't nearly as fun, but I made it through. So this will be the same. Won't be nearly as fun, but we'll make it through together. Thanks for being here with me. In the news this morning, a Springfield woman will spend 5 years in prison for being intoxicated when she caused a crash that killed 2 people in 2016. 33-year-old Karina Stockstill was sentenced this week. Greene County judge sentenced her to 5 years for each death, but the sentences will run concurrently at the same time. So she'll only be in prison for 5 years. The crash killed her passenger, 37-year-old Nicholas Thomas, and the driver of the oncoming vehicle she hit, 32-year-old Dustin Emmett. And a 58-year-old man from Springfield is facing federal charges now after ramming through the airfield gates at the Springfield airport. Investigators say he was spotted from the air traffic control tower walking around a parked truck with a machete Sunday morning. He then got in that truck, barreled through the gates. Airport officers started chasing the guy. He then jumped out and ran into the terminal, and that's where they were able to stop him. Gary Edwards is his name. He's now accused of damaging and interfering with an air navigation facility. So those are, at least one of them is a serious felony charge. Work could start next year to restore the Jefferson Avenue Footbridge near Commercial Street. It's been deemed unsafe, as you know, for 7 years now. It's been closed as a result. The state of Missouri is providing $8 million to fix the bridge, which spans about 560 feet across 13 sets of railroad tracks. Built in 1902 and is currently on the National Register of Historic Places. We've been talking about that for years, trying to get that thing fixed, and it appears as though $8 million may do the trick coming in from the state. We also know layoffs are coming to a boat maker in Lebanon. G3 Boats is cutting 54 positions at its plant, which manufactures fishing and pontoon boats, all made out of aluminum. G3 is owned by Yamaha, which cites high interest rates as a reason why people are buying fewer boats. The state of Missouri is getting more than $800,000 from a company following a data breach. As part of the settlement, software company Blackbaud is paying out nearly $50 million total to all 50 states. It comes following its deficient response to a ransomware attack in 2020 that exposed personal information of millions of Americans, including Missourians. No word at this point on what the state will do with the money. That always gets me every time there's something like this, because it's my data, your data, potentially, that was stolen by this company, or that was stolen by hackers that were allowed to steal it through the company. The company was hacked. The company has to pay a huge fine, but it's to the governments, which I don't know that they did anything. I don't know if their information was stolen, but yeah, there's never a follow-up to see what the state does with that money. Does it go back to consumers somehow? My guess is it doesn't, but I don't know if anybody in the news is, if the real news is watching, that may be a good follow-up story to figure out where that $800,000 is going. A handful of area schools are forming, I should say, a new conference in the Ozarks. It's called Ozark Mountain Conference and will start in the 24-25 school year. The Ozark Mountain Conference will include, here we go, Branson, Bolivar, Carl Junction, Logan Rogersville, Marshfield, and West Plains. Those are all the schools in the new conference, and they were chosen because of similar community values and enrollment numbers. So the new conference, Ozark Mountain Conference, will start 24-25 school year. Ozark is turning to its residents for a little bit of guidance on shaping its future. Specifically, the project is focused on the future of Highway NN on 3rd Street as well as South Street. Those are all big streets in Ozark. The city has released a survey called Onward Ozark, and that is available now for you to fill out if you like on the city's website. City of St. Louis, meanwhile, is launching a program to send $500 of taxpayer money to more than 500 low-income families every month. The city is taking applications for payments, which will continue for 18 months. The mayor argues it will give residents the resources they need to get out of poverty. The city is using $5 million of, can you guess? COVID money, that's right, to pay for this. $1 million is coming from the founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. He's a St. Louisan as well. But I don't know. That'll be interesting. 500 plus families, and the state's just going to give them, or the city is just going to give them $500 a month for 18 straight months to see what happens, I suppose. Kansas City Chiefs will play tonight, and the team is hopeful that Travis Kelce will be able to play along with them. Of course, fans are pretty hopeful about that as well. The star tight end injured his ankle against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night and has only had a few days to heal because it's not a Sunday night and then Sunday game the next week. It's Sunday night and then Thursday game. So that doesn't help things. He did score a touchdown after his injury, and the Chiefs win. Tonight's kickoff, 7:15 against the Denver Broncos at Arrowhead. Go Chiefs. And the annual eclipse is happening this Saturday. It's known as a ring of fire. And boy, it's something. It occurs when the moon is in front of the sun, creating a circle of light with darkness in the middle, like a ring of fire, black in the middle. Very cool. The Ozarks will see around 65% of totality starting at about 10:30 in the a.m., peaks at about 11:45, and then ends at about 1:30 in the p.m. on Saturday. You do need certified eclipse glasses to look at it because you'll be gazing straight at the sun. That can do some damage. So get some of those glasses. We had them a few years ago when that big eclipse happened. We had those glasses. They were in my car forever, but I don't think they're there anymore. I tried to use them as sunglasses while I was driving. That was a little much. And I do like it dark. I like dark glasses, but perhaps not blackout dark. Hey, if you hate the taste of coffee on airplanes, and there is a difference, you may just love this. Alaska Airlines has partnered with coffee brand Stumptown to create its own coffee blend that's supposed to be immune from the altitude changing effects that make coffee served on airplanes taste, well, terrible, not good. I mean, if that's all you can drink, that's what you drink to get some caffeine, but it's bitter, not the best coffee in the world. You know that. But Alaska Airlines is going to try to change that starting now, but by December, all Alaska Airlines flights will have the new coffee. So try it out. Let us know what you think, right? Well, he made it. I know you've been wondering about this guy. Talking about the guy who's been floating in a pumpkin for a while. He set a new world record for the longest paddle in a pumpkin. Steve Cooney from Lebanon. Congratulations, Steve. He floated 39 miles on the Missouri River in a 1,200-pound pumpkin that he grew himself, which I think that's the cool part. Grow a 1,200-pound pumpkin. Apparently, he started growing things during COVID, like we all tried to, and he's had more success than the rest of us because our garden is not good. In fact, it's not even working this year at all. I don't even think she tried. All right. Maybe a small audience of people out there who love triathlons like my wife and our kids. So this weekend at Fellows Lake in Springfield, you can go out there and see really some of the best triathletes compete. I mean, they're on the way to becoming Olympians, some of them. 14 states are competing in this triathlon. So there'll be athletes from 17 schools. Divisions 1, 2, and 3 will be there for this national qualifying event. So this is a big deal out at Fellows Lake. The race starts at 10 a.m. It's free to watch. And you can get out there and check it out and really be impressed by these triathletes, because I'm impressed by my wife, for one, but the other ones who get out there and they work hard and they finish the thing, and some of them are cruising when they do. So it's pretty impressive, but that isn't even close to the level that you'll see out at Fellows Lake. At least most of them are not close to the level. There are a couple that are really, really good and fun to watch. All right. I guess that's it for Thursday, and I'm by myself. Let's see. How long do we go? 10 minutes? That ain't bad. 10-minute monologue. You probably talked back during this. I imagine you did. I can't blame you. You said that wrong. Pronounce that how? All kinds of stuff like that, no doubt. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Be sure to share it with your friends. Stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather. And that'll do it for us this morning. Hope to have Sarah back with me tomorrow morning. Have a great Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow.